The Honorable Vice President, Madam First Lady, Your Excellencies, our visitors who are here today, Ministers of Government, Members of Parliament, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, good morning. From the outset, I want to welcome each and every one of you, distinguished visitors, to our warm and peaceful country, Sierra Leone. I'm hopeful that you've had time to try the local cuisine. If not, don't miss the opportunity. This event is particularly significant because it is a ceremony at which a very passionate Sierra Leonean who has provided leadership by example for causes that have changed attitudes and life outcomes is being recognized. We are especially proud of her extensive work throughout Sierra Leone with the Hands of Our Girls project. That particular project, by the way, is the most popular project in this country, if not around the world. Madam First Lady, as a result of your fervent advocacy for gender empowerment and for the protection of women against sexual and gender-based violence, more girls feel safer in their communities today and in schools. More girls persist in school and are not forced into early marriage. More girls have access to menstrual hygiene products that you continue to distribute around the country. And there is greater recognition of the immense potential of girls in fostering sustainable and inclusive development in Sierra Leone. Equality, equity, access, and empowerment are certainly not incidental to how girls see themselves and believe in themselves. Congratulations again, Madam Maada Bio. Sierra Leone is very proud of your achievement and your selfless and committed leadership. Thank you. As a country, we are truly proud of AMCO's leadership in shaping continental-wide policies on water, sanitation, and hygiene. Your work is critical to our achieving a continental and global aspiration to provide access to safe drinking water and adequate sanitation. It is recognized by the United Nations General Assembly as a human right. But more importantly, we believe that it supports the realization of human capital development goals, and it is integral to our country's medium-term national development plan. I look forward to the AMCOW Secretariat's formal launching of the African Sanitation Policy Guideline in June of this year, as you just said. My government looks forward to working with the Secretariat to strengthen the enabling environment, develop infrastructure, and improve the delivery of services in the wash sector in Sierra Leone and around Africa. In Sierra Leone, we believe that access to safe water, sanitation, and hygiene, especially for women and girls, is critical to their everyday well-being, domestic needs, their reproductive and menstrual health. But wash policies, programs, and activities have not always included the voices and needs of women. That is the truth. As a country, we believe that we should change. In their communities and nationally, we believe that women should be central to planning, designing, implementing, managing and assessing the impact of water and sanitation interventions. This gender-responsive and gender-sensitive approach aligns with the United Nations, continental, and national aspirations to achieve comprehensive gender equality and empowerment for women and girls. Our human capital development priorities: access to quality education, access to quality healthcare services, food security, aim to maximize the productivity of our citizens. Clearly, poor health outcomes as a consequence of lack of access to water, sanitation, and hygiene adversely affects the quality of life and the inclusive and sustainable development goals we hope to achieve with our human capital development imperative. My government is therefore rehabilitating dams, expanding distribution networks, installing gravity-fed water supply systems, drilling solar-powered borehole systems, and standposts, and optimizing water treatment and water supply stations right across the country. The foregoing and additional measures have increased access to potable water and reduced disease incidents right across the country. But in all of this, the mobilization of governments and the communities to prioritize equity of access to water, sanitation, and hygiene is critical. Women and children should be empowered to be agents of transformation and change. As noted earlier, WASH strategies and policies should be gender responsive and gender sensitive for good reason. The First Lady's passion, drive, and intense commitment to changing lives will be invaluable in that regard. My government looks forward to working closely with AMCOW and the First Lady's Secretariat. Let me close by restating my government's and my country's firm commitment to accelerating achievements in the WASH sector. Once more, I want to thank your uncle, Mrs. Fatima Maada Bio, for this continental recognition. Thank you, uncle.